All right. It's 8:55, 8:56, but y'all know who it is. You know what time it is. It's that time. And it's your girl, Queen Goddess, the King Advocate. It is Melanated Monday. It's coming on a few minutes earlier. We got a special guest coming on. Like I said, if you all me a little while ago, I was doing a test. We went live, but we were doing a test to make sure that when we went live now, that all things would turn out well. I see we got some folks over here on YouTube tonight. Thank you for showing up. I missed y'all last week. What's going on? Swoop is in the building. Great rise, loved one. Appreciate you for being here. We got a guest coming on tonight, so hopefully you will be able to stick around. This is the call it part 4.5 of our series that we've been discussing. Men, it's time to heal. We had a guest on last week, but I was unable to bring him on camera physically to discuss what he needed to discuss. So that was important. Like that was the main part of it. So hopefully, prayerfully, things will work out now. We like I said, we went through our run through a little bit ago. So I'm just waiting on him to get here. People were asking about you yesterday at the rink, so you know you got to come on back because you are missed. Okay, you got to come on back and do your thing. Eric asked about you. As a matter of fact, there you go. So let me bring G Walker in. We got him this time, y'all. We got him this time. Let's make sure. There you go. Can you hear me?
Hello?
All right.
Let me get this thing straight. I can't give it all to him like that.
I can dig it. Yes, be there Sunday. You know my Earth Day is Saturday.
That's the way they gave it to me. That's the way I'm giving it.
Okay, can you turn your camera though? Because you sideways on my view.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me fix that.
Please and thank you. All right. He done got G'd up. I wish I could see it on YouTube. I wish you could see him on YouTube. But I mean, if you want to see him in the flesh, for real, go to my page and check him out. Like I said we got here a little bit early to make sure all was well, all is good. I'm glad you got here, waiting on folks to come on in so we can chop it up the way
that
we
do. Yeah, that's why I'm up there adjusting it, I wasn't ready, but here I am.
Here you is. I can dig. I mean, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, Swoop. I'm on Facebook also.
Hi?
No, I was being asked a question on YouTube if I was also on Facebook right now. Yes, I am. I am live on Facebook. So let your folks know, G, that you are in the building. Let them know you in the building. Don't miss it tonight.
I'm going to try. I don't know how to do that without getting out the phone, and I don't want to risk it.
Look, want me to call him? Yeah, don't risk it.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, you want me to call him? But you told him he's going to be on at 9 o'clock, though, right?
That was last week, and they knew. I told my cousin, I don't want to call her name out over the thing like that, but
okay.
One of the ones that you had said hello to last week.
Okay.
That was her and her daughter.
If you want to text me her, you want to text me her number to the 770 number, and I'll let her know that you live.
Okay.
Text it to me. But you on the phone though.
Yeah, I don't want to trust it. I don't want to. I don't want to trust it.
I hear you.
She's on here.
Oh, but because you're on your phone.
I'm on my phone. Yeah, I didn't get time. I didn't get a chance to bring it up on my laptop. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, if you do something on that phone, you probably gonna go out.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that.
But I don't know. Yeah, here you are. They'll catch you.
Yeah, I just have to hold it in my hand because here I am.
Okay.
Let me get this thing off my screen. Here it is in the flesh, baby.
In the flesh, it is.
In the flesh. Now, 9 o'clock, I'm going to expose just a little bit, but I ain't going to expose too much.
Hey, it's already 9. It's 9:01, yo. Take them shades
Are we
off.
ready?
Let the people see your face.
Are we ready?
We are ready.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, y'all. Let's
4,
3,
2,
and 1.
3, and 1.
Here we go.
Silky now.
Here we go. Here we go. There he is.
Here I am in the flesh.
You a clown. You
Here I am.
silly.
Oh,
You
too
silly.
much light in here. Too much light in here. Let me get it back on.
That's all right.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Here you go.
I just wanna I'm gonna give it a second, but I kind of wanted to do a demonstration, basically to show people what's going on with the bodies and stuff that I think they'd be very informative to and something that they could do at home. But I want to do this illustration for them. I want to take the time to do that. But I'm gonna give it a little time for people to come on.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
But I definitely don't want to touch the screen. I was trying to eat me a little something too, because I didn't want I wanted to make my debut on your show, video wise, and I didn't want my stomach to make this debut on your show before I did. So there we go. That's what it was about. Sorry about that, family. I'm sorry about that, family. All the people that wanted to see that was calling, and I'm sorry about that, but I had to eat a little something.
It's all good.
Before I came out.
It's all good. So they coming on in. They coming on in. John Nesbitt is in the building. What's going on, John? Thank you, love, for being here. You know I always appreciate you. He is so supportive. I'm gonna
give you a little bit.
Wait a minute, no, save it for them. They got to come on in and see. They got to come on in. Because right now, right, if they come in before, or if you do that before they come in, then when they see it, it's gonna be a replay. I want them to catch it live. I want to be able to see everything. So I think we got Cedric is in the building, and we got my cousin is in the building. What's going on? Thank you both for being here. I see you. Said, like I said, I want to talk to you, loved ones, because I think I'm going to need you on here next week, sir. Please and thank you. If you are in town or available, I'm going to need you on this show next week so we can wrap it up. We can have the final of this series, Men, It's Time to Heal. We've touched on everything from the emotional, the spiritual, the nutritional. Tonight we're doing the physical, and next week I want to do the financial, and then we will move on to our ladies and start their series. Do that part 5, the 5 parts rather, for the ladies series, and then we're going to do an all-encompassing of the unit. We got to do that family. We got to bring it all together. It's that time. You all know we've been going through some shitty for a long time, and things are increasing. There's a lack of communication, lack of understanding, a lack of healing that has been occurring in our community. In particular, y'all know me as the healer. I wouldn't be who I say I am if I don't bring you every aspect of how to get these things done. So that is why we are here. I said tonight we are discussing the physical aspects of healing, particularly to the men. However, there are some things I'm sure that the young ladies will be able to benefit from as well. But again, this is specifically for our men, how the physical ties into the emotional and the spiritual and vice versa. All of that, all these things go together. So without further ado, we got a couple people on here. It don't matter. They'll catch it when they catch it. Without further ado, it is my pleasure and honor, of course, to introduce my friend, somebody very dear to my heart. I mentioned that last week. A professional at what he does, a very spiritual man as well. He know what he's talking about, y'all. He know what he's talking about. Sometimes he get on here and he say some things that go over most of y'all's head, but I know him, so I know what he's saying. So it is my pleasure, of course, to introduce Gary Walker to you all. He's gonna pretty much run this show tonight. So if you all have any questions, feel free to call in and you can speak directly to him. You can pose your questions, comments, or concerns. That number is 770-906-5271. Again, 770-906-5271. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns that you would like to share live, you can speak directly to G. Walker. So without further ado, G. Walker, what's going on, loved one?
Yeah, I am.
There you are.
Some people say, well, ain't nothing going on but the rent, but I say nothing going on but the gym. Let's go.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So before we get deep into it again, if you could kind of remind the people about you, who you are, what you've gone through as far as like your physical, your professional background, that type of thing, how you got to where you are right now in your career, whatever you want to do, give the people the information, let them know who they're dealing with.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for allowing me to have me on your show. This time, here I am visible.
In the flesh,
here I am.
absolutely.
In the flesh.
In the flesh.
Yeah. Gary G, better known in the well, you could say in the sports arena, but also in the fitness world as Pitt. I had to shorten it.
Okay.
Again, but that's what it used to be Pit Bull, but now it's Pitt. But that's cool. Fine. Whatever works. Fine. Okay. But I held from up top. Here I am down here in the bottom. Okay. And going back again. Wherever the bottom is, that's fine, because that's the kind of gym that I came from.
Right.
A rock gut gym. Where you just, you train in the wintertime, or you froze to death. Or you train in the summertime and you sweat to death. That coming in the gym itself was about 259 degrees, so it didn't matter whether you was in the, that was a treadmill right there.
Okay.
What I mean was the gas lines hung low up under your nose, and the pipeline hung up over your head, so you didn't know whether you was paying the power bill or the gas bill, but you would know you was in the gym doing some work. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay.
About me, hey, I had a rough beginning. As far as the physical, I had a lot of physical challenges or whatever, like I said before. I'm not going to recap that. All I'm going to say is that I'm here now.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
But give us a little bit more background, though, on your professional life, as far as you're working out and competition, stuff like that.
No problem. I started off as a power lifter, amateur, roughly when in my early 20s or even before then, but since then it transposed into a professional bodybuilder. I became a professional bodybuilder. It took me some years. I wanted to build not just a foundation but a legacy. So that's what I did. I did it under the radar somewhat, but now it's kind of just coming out to, sometimes you only get your accolades when it's years later, and that's fine, because I'm still able to do what I was able to do, if not more than 10, 20, 30 years ago, whatever case might be. But then, like I said, I think it was last week, I said, I've been to 2 Olympics and 1 World Game. So evidently I had to be doing something right in order to get there. Right. Did a lot of, as far as I know it's a physical aspect that's concerned, but it's also a mental. First of all, it's a spiritual. Then it's a medical. I did a lot of medical, not just research, because I was actually a pre-med student in college when I was in college. But I transferred and just changed over into business, which kind of helped me too as an entrepreneur, going into my own fitness training of other professional athletes and other people as well. Okay. So that's brought me here today. Okay.
What, like we talked about last week, as far as the physical training of a lot of the men in the gym and the imbalances that happen, and that most of the imbalance occurs because the upper body is being built and the lower half is being left to just do whatever the hell they do. So, and most of the time they don't do nothing. It's very awkward. Very awkward.
Well, I was gonna, and you're right, and it's off. It's OFF, not ON.
Okay.
Off. OFF.
Okay.
It's way off, and you're right. Okay. And like you made mention of that last week, that there was something. How should I say, or how did you say? It's got to be some psychologically mishap. There's got to be a psychological mishap there somewhere.
Yeah, dealing with the foundation.
Also, and I agree with you to a certain degree, but also along with that, piggybacking again, along with that, there is some measure of peer pressure, I say, that some guys think and have thought throughout the years that that's all they had to do because they see other guys doing that. no, you're imbalanced.
Mm-hmm.
If you do 20 pounds on one arm and 30 pounds on the other, you're imbalanced. You're off balance. You're off key. Right. If you do one leg and don't do the other, you're off key.
Right.
Period. Point blank. Right. That's the end of the story. That's the end of that. So yeah, you're right. It's more, but you know what? It seems like it's a simple problem, but it causes multiple. I'll put it this way: multiplicity and a multiple of problems. Right. Because it's not just all physical. You're off mentally. You're throwing your whole psyche off. Right. Your whole, physicality is just diluted. Right. It's just like having, okay, I got this water bottle. See that little water bottle right? See that little water right there? Mm-hmm. If it's going down in my trachea, here we go, man, my esophagus, brother, then it's going straight down. But if I turn sideways, then it's going to be off. Am I right or wrong? Correct. If I turn this way, it's going to be right or wrong. Right. It's not going down correctly. Same thing with your body. You got to be balanced. Right. Not wavering left or right. So yeah, you're right. And again, you look like Superman from the torso up, but from the neck down, man, you look like he tore up from the floor up. That's all I can say about it. Chicken Wing Anonymous. That's what you need to join. Indeed. Good swift win. That's all it takes. Indeed. Woo. Goodbye. Indeed. So, what would be what does the average person, the average man? Let me do it this way. Did you ever you were a trainer at one time? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so the clients that you had, the male clients that you had, what did you find to be the most common issue physically with them, and did it also correlate with what was going on with them emotionally or spiritually? Yes and yes. Okay. I found even with some professional, and not all of them, they had good balance. Now, they had a good balance. I'm not going to even lie about that. They had very well good balance. But when it came to doing some, let's just say, specific exercises where it calls for them to do individual exercise, like they just say they was doing a bicep curl. It's just something as simple as a bicep curl. Yeah, you can do the bicep curl, but you can see the shape of the deltoid, or a lot of people don't know it. Okay, I just say the shoulder or the deltoid or whatever on one side be a little bit more defined than it would be on the other side. Right. And last week, they're off balance because you're using your strong arm, and that's why I said I transposed that for a lot of clients to I find out whether they're left-handed or right-handed. I said, look, use your left hand if you're right-handed, and just the opposite if you're right-handed. Use your left hand first. Right. And what that does is, again, not just it's physical, but it's psychological too. Mm-hmm. See? Because you know you're gonna do whatever you do with your strong hand, or your dominant. What is the term? There you go. Mm-hmm. Dominant. Right. Thank you very much. You're so very welcome. The dominant hand. Right. You're gonna do that anyway. We discussed that last week. You're gonna do that anyway. Right. But if you start with your opposite or less dominant or less domineering hand, whatever the case might be, what that's going to do is send a psyche into your brain. Mm-hmm. It's just like a practice makes perfect. Mm-hmm. And it's going to say, well, okay, I'm not going to be imbalanced again. All of it works together. Right. All of it works together. So what you said last week, as far as the imbalance, and it's not just a physical thing. It's a psychological thing. It's a mental thing, and it's kind of crippling because let's just say for example, I'm gonna give you a quick example. Let's just say for example, you're on a cliff, you got to pull somebody up, and you're right-handed, but your left hand is the only hand that's free. Right. Or do they just adios, yo? You're not pretty much. You see what I'm saying? You never know. Right. Exactly. Or like me, for example, I hurt my well, I'll put it to you this way. This happened to me a long time ago when I was in elementary school. I was playing football, and I broke my index finger on my left hand. Because I am left-handed, I had to learn to write with my right hand, and I kept on learning to write my right hand even after the fact, so I could be ambidextrous, because I didn't want to like retard myself or be retarded in that aspect of where is if I needed to write with my right hand, or if that ever happened again, I had the ability or the capability to do it, even if I don't do it.
Right.
What, like, for example, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You finish.
No, it's just like, for example, I would hear some people, it was strange to them, and, oh, you're left-handed. And I would pick up the pen and write with the right hand. They was like, oh, you can write with the right. Yes, because I didn't want to have that stigmatism. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because it's not. But I'm just saying, as far as the physicalities and the psychological and the physicalities in the mind,
right?
I wanted everything to be balanced,
right?
So whereas even if it's something down as simple as picking up a remote control, it doesn't matter what hand I have the remote control in. I just kept doing it until I could master something. It seems simple,
right? It
seems irrelevant, but. Again, balance in every facet, not just in one facet.
Right. I want to add.
Go ahead.
I want to add too that, like I said, people don't really think about the importance of being physically balanced and the correlation that it has with you mentally. But here's the case: the brain controls the opposite side of the body. So the left side of the brain will control the right side of the body. The right side of the brain controls the left side of the body. Also, as far as emotional, not so much emotionally, but just psychologically speaking, the left side of your brain is logical, whereas the right side of your brain is more emotional. So it definitely matters on how your body is aligned, because it affects your brain's mentality, your brain's ability rather to function evenly in balance on every aspect.
Exactly.
It definitely goes together. So don't think that because you're strong, on the left side, that your the right side don't have to be as strong, or vice versa, or because you big at the top and pencil lead at the bottom, that you all good. It matters. Like, everything has to be balanced out, because your brain does process what's going on because of the way the blood flows to it. All of that, all of those things go together. So it's definitely important. Like I said, specific, like we're talking to men, but that goes for everybody. It's definitely important that when you are doing physical activities, that both sides are receiving equal amount of attention, equal amount of pressure, whatever it is, resistance, whatever it is you're doing, that both sides are getting the same amount of activity, the same level of activity to balance out everything. And like I said, I mentioned last week too, I said when I was in the I got myself back in the gym and I was doing bicep curls, and I know my left side is less dominant. I know that. So I started working on my left bicep, started doing that one first. I'm like, oh my God, doing one of these numbers, and over here it's just like whatever, I could get through it. But I recognize that this is the side that I need to do the most work with, even though I am dominantly right-handed. But here's the funny thing, because in the field that I work in as a massage therapist, I'm dominant left-handed when I'm working, but everything else I'm right-handed. But I'm working, doing my therapy. That left, I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? I get you done on my left side. I'm stronger on my left side. But that's because I don't know. Maybe I need to switch it up and do the follow the instructions, do more on the right side. But I just know, and maybe because that is my logical side. Maybe that's why it's working like that, because my logic has to fit in that particular type of work. And less emotion, more logic on that. So maybe that has to do with it as well. Right. But yeah, continue, sir. I just wanted to add that in so the folks would know.
You're exactly right, and I'm gonna give you this is more so geared toward the men, and it's about the ego. I ran into this gentleman that I knew I was in this restaurant, the Mexican restaurant. He was at the bar. He got to be about 6'6", 300 some pounds and stuff. Mm. He's a big man, And he came up to me, and he had a few drinks or whatever, blah, blah, blah. We just don't keep it real. And so he came up to me and said, "Hey, yo, Pit, I can, the dude had some horns. He was huge. He ain't like just out of shape or anything like that. But this is what I'm talking about, being well balanced, again, just from the physical aspect. So he wanted to arm wrestle me. That's a different discipline. Again, the key word, we're going to need to talk about that too.
Okay.
Discipline. Okay. But anyway, I got up there. I was like, oh, man. But because I do what? The same thing with the right hand, I do with the left hand, and so on and so forth. I got up there, and the dude was strong.
Right.
And I got up there and arm wrestling. Right. But the bottom line is, it's just like, there was a gentleman, I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a professional bodybuilder. We used to train together, blah, blah, blah. And he asked me about one of the shows that I did. I said, yeah, man, I barely win. He said, did you win? I said, yes, sir. Right. I said, he said, did you win? He said, yes, sir, I barely. He said, I don't care about you barely won or this and that. Did you win? I said, yes. He said, that's all that matters. Right. That you won. But anyway, again, like he said then, when he got ready to arm wrestle me, I won. Right. I'm not dominantly right-handed. Right. But I won, even though it's a different discipline. Right. You want to do it again? Let's do it again. Right. Guess what? Because I'm balanced, what I'm saying? Right. You don't know that, but I do. Right. Most people that I'm just saying from a male ego kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you should feel good about yourself. He was a little not upset necessarily at me, but he was a little pissed off about it. But
he was embarrassed. He got embarrassed. That's all. He got embarrassed. Yeah. Huh? He got embarrassed.
But, most people are right-handed.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot more than the left. But I'm left-handed.
Right.
That's my dominant hand. At the same time, I guess he didn't. But see, if I had been missing, we need to talk about this too. You got FTM and your STM. What I mean by that is your fast twitch muscles and your slow twitch muscles. Because I incorporate all of those in my whole body, I try not to miss anything. Therefore, if I had been missing something, I probably would have lost. Gotcha. Because one would have or something like that, or caught a cramp or something like that. But because, in other words, what I'm trying to say, I get the blood going to my whole body.
So talk about that a little bit more for people that are not familiar with those terms. Talk about that a little bit more. School them a little bit.
The fast twitch muscles and the slow twitch muscles?
Yes.
Which one?
We're going to do all three of them. So whichever one you want to start with.
Well, your fast twitch muscles are obvious. Your obvious muscles, like your more dominant muscles, like you say, the triceps, the biceps, the ones that you actually virtually see.
Okay.
But your slow twitch, the ones that if you exercise, if you run, if you raise your hand up toward that, they're going to be activated. The blood is going to get there. It's going to be activated quickly than it would a small or less used ligament, tendon, muscle. People don't realize that you have ligaments and tendons all over your body.
Right.
And everything. So I'll give you an example of your slow twitch muscle. Your slow twitch muscle would be your little let's just say you got your muscle, you got your bicep. Let's just say, for example, your slow twitch muscle would be let me show you.
Yeah,
you probably can't see right now. See that right there? You're gonna see got your peak.
Get to it again. You're gonna show it again.
I'm a little rounded off right now. I'm not.
Show your muscles. Okay.
See, you got the bicep. You got a separation in between those muscles that you don't see in between that.
Right.
You see the peak.
Right.
But you don't see those little muscles that you see that don't get filled up with blood as fast as your big muscles. Those are your slow twitch muscles. They activating, like, for example, your lactorius muscles, which is your back muscles. You'll see the outside lactorial muscle, but you won't see the inside, which is also called the posterior muscles. Mm-hmm. Like if you look at the lower back or the lumbar region of a professional bodybuilder, you'll see what they used to call the Christmas tree, mm-hmm. which would be the muscle, in between the lumbar region and the derriere, I say.
Yeah, sacrum.
And that would be your slow twitch muscles. Yeah, muscles that are less used. In other words, those muscles that you don't really see at the forefront But if you work them good enough, they'll striate and show themselves. But let's just say, again, the man falling off the cliff, your fast twitch muscles gonna work, but your slow twitch muscles are not activated, or they're not they're weak. Then you're not gonna be able. You'll be able to grab them, but you might not be able to pull them up. You understand what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Right. Gotcha.
And
so
then again, there you go.
So your slow twitch muscles are basically the muscles that cause you to be able to see the fast ones, that activate the ones that you see. So the muscles that when you flex and you see your bicep, the slow twitch muscles are the muscles that cause you to be able to see the raised muscle. Don't let this fool y'all, okay? Y'all don't see a whole. Don't let it fool you, because them slow ones they in there. They do a little something. Don't let it fool you now.
No, they do a whole lot of stuff. They me some good.
Okay, don't let it fool you.
Don't let it fool you.
Okay, so talk to him about the discipline.
I'm a little flat today, so you have to forgive me, because normally I'm a little bit more cut, but I'm a little flat today because I didn't really train today like I was supposed to, but because it was time essence, but still it's there when I need it's there. Trust me.
So talk to them about the discipline. I know from personal experience, because I trained enough to compete. And maybe 3, I think it was 3 years ago, I competed in, come on, you know it. The big one.
Lee Haney?
Yes, thank you. Lee Haney competition. Right. And that was no joke. Like, I started at 180 pounds. I was 180 pounds when I first started working out. And I was like in June, like middle of June, early June. The competition was in October. So I had to lose weight and build muscle. When I tell you, that was a hell of a that was a hell of a journey. You know, a lot of discipline went into that. I mean, a whole lot, because my diet had to change. You know, how I worked out had to change. The amount of time I had to put into it changed. Just everything was different, you know. And then my body, I'm watching my body go through all of its different whatevers. And then, like, when you have to change your diet, your mood changes, your level of energy changes. I didn't understand why I would see so many women in particular fall out, getting pissed off at the gym. The closer they got to competition, they was pissed off. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? We ain't had no carbs. They carb depleted. I didn't understand that. Until I got to that point, because I was ready to snap on everybody. I'm punching at the walls, punching flies in the face, you know, whatever. Because the carbohydrates is what really helps to give you the energy, you know, that you need. But it also adds something to your body that you don't want at the time. You know, so when you are carb deficient, honey, if y'all know anybody who ain't had no carbs in their life, you might need to make a quick left or hurry up and send them something, because they're going to snap. Okay? They're going to snap.
They're going to snap.
They're going to snap.
The least little thing. You can, and you can do something right, and you still going to get mad.
They're going the hell off. So that, again, that tells you about the imbalance. You have people who participate in these no carb diets are not balanced at all.
No,
you must have carbohydrates.
You said that, but I'm glad you said that.
Okay, it's like you must have carbohydrates in your body to maintain balance. If you're doing it for, like I said, we're doing it for a competition that's only for a little while, that is depleted, whatever, that's one thing. But to completely take carbs out of your diet, that ain't cool. It ain't healthy for nobody. Okay?
Nope.
You not eating bread is messing with me. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need you to eat a sandwich, all the bread, all of it. You know, do everything in moderation, of course, but don't deplete yourself or deprive yourself of the things that your body requires naturally in order to maintain its balance. Because when you are, like say, when you competing or whatnot, or just trying to maintain a certain discipline, it takes a lot to even be able to process that mentally, what you're supposed to do, let alone physically being able to do it.
Right.
You know.
You're right. And now, I know I've been quote unquote just supposed to stick on the physical.
That was last week. You can say what you need to say now.
It's gonna be on now.
You can say what you need to say.
Now let me just go on and take it on. You put it on the highway. Let me take it on down the coast.
Okay.
You're exactly right. Now let me tell you how that physicality and that discipline that you just spoke of so eloquently really influences other areas of your body. Of your life. What it does is like you discipline and like you just said about going to the gym and your body's depleted of your carbohydrates and all these other things and you're feeling off. That same discipline you have to use in life and sports. I'm not going to do this. I'm determined to work out. I'm determined to take care of myself. That's what you got to say before you get into the physical aspect. You got to have it up here spiritually and mentally.
Absolutely.
It takes discipline for that. It takes a different disciplined lifestyle to live a good, great lifestyle. Not a good lifestyle, but a great lifestyle. You don't want to be great. You want to be even greater than great.
Right.
Because you come from an almighty heavenly Father. See, you say, I can let it go. I'm going to let it go. You come from a king. Those that come from a king need to act like they came from a king.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's a discipline. Absolutely. Everybody doesn't have that kind of discipline in their life. I can eat this. I can do this. But then I know on this day, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. There's only certain things that I'm going to do because I got the discipline and training. And like I was speaking to this lady earlier today about some business, she said, I can tell it. I was telling her about the discipline. She said, no, it's your upbringing. There you go. I said, so you got to be able to, in your life, say, when I get up at 7, I'm going to do this, yada, yada, yada. It's certain things I got to do before I even leave the house.
Right.
In the morning when I leave. It's certain things, it's a whole lot. I only just get up. I can just get up and go.
Right.
But then at 10 o'clock, my stomach going to be growling.
Right.
12 o'clock, my stomach going to be, you don't give a flying flip. Hey, man, you missed the meeting. Hey, man, you missed. Don't give a flying flip about that. I got a schedule.
Right.
My body does what it needs to do out of discipline. Like my cousin said in D.C. a few years ago, he wasn't the only one. People said this a lot lately. They said, man, you're a master of your body.
Absolutely.
You can make your body look and feel and do what it wants because I have the discipline to do. Just like when I said about the, I'm not knocking nobody, but I got it on paper. I can show it to you on paper. I know what I'm talking about. Right. The blood pressure.
Right.
You try to tell me about blood pressure, how much you want to wage on?
Right.
When he saw it, I made sure we locked the money down first.
Okay.
I showed it to him. He was like, oh, snap. I said, man, you think that's something? I said, watch this. But it's the discipline, being able to be master over your body. Again, like I told you, I used to tell my clients, let your body do what your mind tell it to do. Then so on. After a few years, it came to me. Let your body do what your mind tell it to do. Then let your mind do what God tells it to do. God, look, there's nothing that in this the Creator made. He made to lay dormant or stay still. The only thing that I know of that I've studied and read and know for myself that ever laid dormant and stayed still was the plant, was that bush. Okay. And he said, "You're not producing the figs." Mm-hmm. That's what the master said. Right. You ain't producing figs. And what did he do? He cursed it.
Right. Absolutely.
So for the people up top, what I mean by up top, that live up north in New York, Jersey, and other places like that, they're gonna walk. You're gonna walk. You're gonna do some walking. Right. No problem. You're gonna do some walk. You need to activate. For the people that don't have that kind of access to the street, they ain't gonna walk from here to the mailbox and you huffing and puffing, you bent over. Yeah. You need to get out and do some walking. There's some parks still that you can go to during the daytime or whatever case might be. Anyway, discipline yourself. Say, I need to walk. I need to get this heart rate going. Like I say, I ain't got no legs. Well, lay on your back and do something. You can bicycle with your arms. Do something to get that heart rate up. Right. Because I was surprised that you said that about the carbs, but I'm gonna say something else. I agree with you. I was surprised that you said that, but I agree with you. But this also can go along with, in conjunction with what you just said, and I like that what you just said. The bottom line is, a body that, I said it last week, a body that stays still, okay, it's going to be still. Right. A body that moves, and I'm going to show you the difference.
Okay.
Because you can, like I said, you can eat one piece of spinach and drink water all day long, but that blood's still hanging. This is an illustration of your blood not moving.
Okay.
You see that? You see that, Glad?
Mm-hmm.
That's a demonstration of your blood not moving right there. That's cotton in there.
Right.
For all you cotton pickers. That's blood.
I can't with you.
That's blood. Hey, that's blood not moving right there. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, you can I just got to do some carrots, all kinds of stuff. You can carrots all day long. You can have, another way I'm trying to say, you can have the best diet there is. That's fine. But you got to get that heart rate moving. Just like, and I agree with you. This is what your blood looks like when it's flushed through, regardless of what you're doing. Right there. See that right there?
Raise up a little bit. Okay.
See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
See that empty glass right there?
Mm-hmm.
That comes from moving that blood around, because that blood has got to move. That blood needs to be flushed through. In other words,
right?
It's just like they used to say back in the day. The illustration. I mean, the saying, I guess. And you are what you eat.
Right.
Let's just get straight to it. You are what you eat. You are what you think, but you become what you think. Also.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So, to me, and I'm gonna say this, and some people may not agree, but I'm gonna say this: your body was made to take care of itself. It can flush out Absolutely. All kinds of puritans and all that. Just if you put the right puritans or food or whatever, nourishment right. inside it.
Right.
But even with that, you still need to get that heart rate moving. Right. That takes discipline.
Right.
In a disciplined life, you're gonna find out that there's some things that you can. Oh, I can't do this. Again, I don't even know what that word means. I might not want to, but it ain't because I can't.
Right.
I don't want to be because of it. So yeah, I agree with you. You need them carbs, because I've seen people that were the nicest people on earth. They, like you said, they're getting ready for a show that, why they make a left? Well, that's the way we gotta go.
Right.
Why they make a left?
Right.
That's the way we gotta go.
Exactly. Real quick, like.
So I agree with you, but that's part of the discipline. And if you use that same aspect that I used in the gym, that I had in the gym, I got from home. That same discipline that I got from home, I carried throughout my life.
Right.
And more than just the physical aspect and other aspects.
Right.
So you need that. You're exactly right. That discipline. That and what I mean by discipline, I ain't talking about. Yeah, some people do need the belt. I ain't gonna lie. They just. I'm sorry, but you just need to say, well, I'm gonna do this and this, because believe it or not, other people are watching and they see that. You be lazy and slothful, and you be this and that. Yeah, they're gonna be the same way.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know you did this. I didn't know you did that. Because you can't see.
Right.
I'd rather for a person not be able to see me and not be feeling good and in shape and stuff, and I can do things, than them see me and then they can identify with me. Because if you can identify with me, then I'm doing something wrong. What I mean by that is, if you see me, misery love company, my mama used to say. Mm-hmm. If you can see me, that's fine. But if you can see me and say, well, let's go over here and do this. No, I don't want to do that. It ain't that I'm against it. It's just I don't want to do that because whatever it is, it don't matter. Whatever it is, I don't want to do that because in the end, it's gonna hurt me or it's gonna not be good for me. That's what discipline is: knowing to be able to do the right thing, for yourself, not right. Not for your body. You understand what I'm saying? For your cycle maker. I'm not gonna do this over here because I need, yada yada yada. I give you an example of what I'm talking about. Basically, today I was eating some pasta. That's why I'm feeling good, probably.
Okay.
I was eating some pasta, and I was eating, felt good, whatever, blah blah blah. And I had some. Normally I don't drink sweets like lemonade, strawberry lemonade, something like that. But I had some water also. I can't. I ain't gonna say I can't. It's hard for me to digest like sweets if I'm eating something like pasta or something that, because it offsets the taste. So I have to drink water. I drink a lot of water anyway. Okay, what I'm getting at, that sugar or whatever throws everything else off. Throws that taste that I had in my mouth. It's been like that for a while, for a few years.
Right.
But I got that from this young lady one time years ago that I was training with it actually. Because she was an athlete, she was a professional athlete and stuff like that. And we went to lunch one time and she said, I drink water room temperature, yada yada yada. And as I said, well, at that time it didn't bother me. I said, well, I'm good. Anyway, she explained to me. She said, well, when you get older or whatever, because she wasn't old at the time, but she was like, when you get older, it's just the ice and all that cold water, it freezes your insides and it does something to you. She didn't know at the time, but she was right. And then once I got older, I kind of understood. I can drink cold water in the refrigerator. That's not a problem. Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to say is anything outside of that water that I'm drinking, I know, in other words, I know what I need. I know I don't need to eat nothing crazy if I'm going to drink some lemonade. I mean, not lemonade, strawberry lemonade, or I don't really drink tea too much, anything like that. But I'm just saying, if I drink something like that, I know there's certain foods that I don't need to eat. You understand what I'm saying? Gotcha. Not because I can't do it, right? But because of the discipline, and I don't want the taste.
Right, I hear you. If anybody wants to call in and ask G a direct question or share anything, feel free. Call in. The number is 770-906-5271. Again, that number is 770-906-5271. If you have any questions that you want to ask him specifically in regards to physical fitness or anything that he's willing to answer. Okay? We'll put it that way. Whatever he's willing to answer.
Can I do a demonstration for you?
Please.
I know what.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This one, I just want to tell people about the mucus in your body. And here I am, me and mucus. But anyway, I just wanted to do this. I had to.
Go ahead.
Sorry, let me take 2 seconds to do this.
Go ahead.
Mucus is not your friend.
Okay.
There's two kinds. You got two kinds of mucus. You got dry mucus, which is I hate to say it, but I gotta say it. Boogers and all that. Right. Those good. They fight off bacteria.
Right.
They fight off bacteria.
Right.
What I'm talking about is that loose mucus, because I can get it. Now don't think that you need to call in if you want to call in, because don't think that I'm just sitting up here just talking about the physical. I'm here for the physical aspect to support my dear friend. I'm here but trust me, there ain't too much that I don't know, that haven't studied yada 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 about the physical aspects and the medical aspects of what's going on with your body. Male, most of all, since we're talking about the males and the females. Now I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by that. Let me just get down to the rooty tooth. For the females, I know the females know what the eggplant is. Right. Icon, whatever. Basically, that's the shittiest. Now, for the fellas who know what they look, icon with the kitty cat on there. Right. That's alkaline. Okay. So a woman, you can say vaginal area. Right. Her vaginal area is alkaline. Your Johnson, I put it that way. It's acidic. When they meet each other, or intertwine or intercept or whatever you want to call it, when it goes in, that's what throws off a lot of young ladies.
pH. Yeah, absolutely.
So I know my stuff. Don't call in. Don't be scared. Right. I know what's going on. Absolutely. If you want to know the temperature of just one blood cell, the average turning temperature is about 60 degrees. Your outside body, right now, I took a bath, all that other stuff, yada, yada, yada. I could go take a bath in Clorox right now. Get out of there. Guess what? The outer portion of my skin is going to be at least minimum 43% bacteria, fungi, and viral particles. Again, as long as I keep the mucus out of my body, so I know what I'm talking about. As long as I keep the mucus out of my body, I ain't gonna worry about no COVID-19, Kobe Bryant 19, no matter what it is. I ain't gotta worry about it for the most part, because I'm keeping my body fenced up, gated up, chartered up, doing what I got to do to make sure I can offset what these evil people are doing out here. So call in.
Right,
770. If I don't have the answer, I'll find out for you.
Right, 770-906-5271. I didn't mean to cut you off. 770-906-5271. If you want to call in, ask a question, or if you have some information that you would even like to share, do so. Again, we are talking about men's health, men's healing, and we are dealing with the physical aspects of it. Some of this a lot of this information is also pertinent to women, so don't think that you're being excluded, but y'all know this is about men's healing right now, so that's what we're doing. I want to go back real quick when you talked about the discipline and how important that is, and my thought that people's level of discipline is based on their own self-identity, their own self-worth. If you are not disciplined enough to do what's necessary to take care of you, it may be an indication of how you feel about yourself, how you or who you recognize yourself to be or not be. If you see yourself as worthless, as a peasant, even whatever, then you may not see any value in that. So you won't be disciplined enough to raise your anything, because this is the level that you're at. If you see yourself, you perceive yourself to be divine. You perceive yourself to be, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, whatever it is, then you will hold some value in yourself and allow your discipline to be activated and do what's necessary to maintain and or elevate that status. But it's all based on how you see yourself. So in that, I would tell you all again, that comes with knowing thyself, which means sometimes you got to be by yourself in order to hear yourself tell you about yourself. Okay. It just takes a lot. You have to also raise your vibrations. You have to allow yourself to be spoken to through the divine, by the divine, for the divine, in order to become the divine or a divine. Let me put it that way. You have to allow yourself to go through certain processes in order to reach certain levels. And the only way that happens is to make a decision to do so. Make a decision to be disciplined. Make a decision to see the true you outside of the representative or the misrepresentative that pretends to be you, that shows itself to be you and is not. We talk about this all the time. That being exists. Okay, so I didn't mean to get that deep into it, but that's what happened. So that discipline is very important on so many levels. So it's not just about the physical, but your mental, your spiritual, your emotional discipline will affect your physical discipline and vice versa. Get it together, people. Raise your vibrations, change your diet, eat living food. Like I said, what you are what you eat. If you eat death, you become death, because you'll think with a deadly mentality. You'll only be able to think as something that's dead, and what's dead don't think. So you got to raise everything. You got to raise everything. Let me read a couple of these comments real quick. Judah Ali, when you talk about mucus, he says mucus don't even sound friendly. He said that's good words right there. Discipline connected to self-worth. Absolutely. And I saw my sister come in. DJ, what's going on, loved one? G-Man came in here. He says, go ahead, Mighty Queen. I thank you, loved one. Appreciate you. Lynn John said that's true. MBJ Live said fourth eye activation. Okay, not the third, but the fourth. There we go. Yes, ma'am, Lynn John. You came in on time like you always do, baby girl. I appreciate you being here. Marvin says demigod. Absolutely. Charles Hines, what's going on, loved one? Appreciate you for being here. And Michael Thomas, I think I shouted out to you, but if I didn't, thank you for being here, loved one. I appreciate you. I want to make sure I got everybody. Surreal, I see you, loved one. Thank you for being here and coming back. I think you showed up earlier. Stephen, thank you for being here as well. I appreciate you. See, folks came on in. Keisha, what's going on, girlfriend? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, love. Julius, thank you for being here, beloved. Appreciate you as well. I don't know what we just did there, but there we go. Let's see who else we got here. Sandy B. Thank you, loved one. Blessings to you as well. Thank you for being here.
That's my family too.
All right, family. Thank you for showing up for your fam. Let's see who else we got. I think I've addressed everybody so far. Cedric, what's going on, loved one? Like I said, next week, love, I need you on the show. So if you can't make it, let me know. But yeah. Okay. So wait. We got something else. I missed something. Just wanted you to know I'm listening. But who said it though? Ivory. Okay, Ivory Bradley's there.
That's my cousin too.
Indeed. That's what's up. Okay, so go ahead. I've done my rant.
Okay, yeah, but you're dead on it. Because
Okay.
it all coincides with one another. I would just like to do this quick demonstration that I want to share something with. Okay, you see this right here? Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay, here we go. I got a water bottle.
His name is Gary Walker, man. Gary Walker.
Yeah.
Somebody asked who I was talking to, basically.
Okay, see this glass right here?
Yes.
Hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Let me just bring it in front of me.
Okay.
Because this right here is your body with mucus in it.
Okay.
This right here is your body without mucus in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pour this water. I want you to see it. Pour that water right in there. When you're trying to breathe, this is what that mucus does. See that water? See, you see the water?
Right. Swell up, absorbed.
There you go.
Yep.
Now, let me show you what it's like when you pouring water without the mucus.
Right.
You see that?
Absolutely.
Now, the reason I wanted to do that, I'm do that demonstration. I was going to do that demonstration on my thing, but I wanted to do it on here. And the reason I'm doing that on here is because, again, even though, like you said, that's your faculties. If you don't feel good, guess what? You're not going anywhere anyway. You ain't gonna even run into place. You're not gonna do anything.
Right.
So the way to offset what's really going on is this is what I do. Let me show you exactly what I do. I take a little bit of water. See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need no more than that right there. Take me a half a lemon, squeeze it in there. Well, first of all, I take this little bit of water, I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. Take me a half a lemon, squeeze it in that water. Just that much right there. Sip on it like you would coffee. Sip on it like you would tea. Sip on it like you would all that other stuff you might be sipping on.
Okay.
But the bottom line is, what it's going to do is flush out and clean out your body from all those toxins. It's going to help your digestive system.
Mm-hmm.
You can read up on it. I'm not going to get into all of what it is, but it's a multitude of advantages and benefits to it.
Right.
I do that once a week. That's about once every 7-8 days.
Okay.
Just to keep my so I can always breathe, because I don't really have that excessive mucus in my body. There's two kinds of mucus. I hate to keep harping on it. Right. But you want to talk about the physicalities. When I go in the gym, the last thing I got to worry about is my health. Right. Okay. The last thing I got to worry about is I'm breathing. Right. The first thing I got to worry about is I feel. So therefore, when I go in the gym, I ain't got no excuse. Either I'm tired or don't want to do it, or I'm going to do it. That's what is all that's left. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. Then you go with this. See, I want to cut everything else out the way. I don't want no excuses. And it ain't just that. I want to do that same thing in the business world, in my personal world, in my finance world. Right. Discipline, strict discipline. And what I mean, that don't mean that you don't do this and don't do it, don't have fun, blah, blah. But what it is, it means that you're guided. Like you just said, you're guided by you're balanced. Right. You're balanced, because if you ain't feeling good and you got this going on, you off balance. Right. But the reason I'm telling you this is not to do anything with so much with the physicality, but like you say, if you love yourself, you treat yourself. Right. Excuse me. Okay. That was good. Indeed. Hey. Indeed. God saw that it was good, and I took the water and it was good. But I'm just saying, I can't drink that cotton water. Okay. Nor is it meant to. Some people try. And then they worry about, and let me say something about the nutrition, the nutritional value. again, like you said about being off about the carbs. Lord knows, please don't let them eat no McDonald's and Burger King and all that. I ain't trying to give them no bad rep. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You gonna eat something like that, then you gonna turn around and you wonder why you getting cursed out, or wonder why they so mean and nasty. You gotta look at what's going on.
Exactly.
Look what you're taking in.
Exactly.
A dead kangaroo or
whatever it is.
You know,
right. Right.
You know what I mean? You're taking it in, and then the next thing you know, it's making you feel all crazy.
Right.
And then why is you upset? Now some people, they can't blame it on the food. They just that way, period. But I'm just saying.
Right. But the food, the food has a lot to do with it.
It has a lot to do with it.
Absolutely.
Because if you working out or trying to take care of yourself or whatever, blah blah blah. I'm not saying. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't have certain things, treat yourself, blah blah blah, but not every day.
Right.
Not all the time. Come on.
Absolutely.
Give yourself a break.
Absolutely. So one of the viewers also, and I was going to mention, so I'm glad she posted already about using lime water as well. I've used the key lime. So key lime is also works very well for that as well. Another thing with lemon water, I've seen it being done or heard it being done more often is that people are boiling the lemon first.
Yep.
So you drink it warm.
Yeah. May I say something to that?
Yes.
Okay. The thing about it is, I got a colleague. Matter of fact, you were there, but it was over a year ago now. When me, you, and I ain't gonna mention the name, but you remember when we was in the restaurant, and I told him about it because he was having problems with his sinuses. He didn't want to come out. This was springtime. This was way before this. COVID-19 came into play and all this other stuff. Right. I told him, I said, hey, man, what about the lemon and the water and yada, yada, yada. But what he does is he takes a pot of water, like you say, cuts the lemons up in the water, and he puts his head over and over the steam. Now, some people that can't cook, maybe they know where the kitchen is. Some people that can't cook, maybe use your GPS and maybe you can find it. But anyway, other than that, basically, you can do it that way. That's one way, but I think it's more advantageous and more beneficial to you to take that little bit of water. I said, well, I'm drinking now, but anyway, take that little bit of water, squeeze it a half a lemon. There you go. There you go. And the reason I say that you want a little bit instead of a lot, because if you take a lot of lemon water, I ain't saying it's not good now, but the potency of it. That's what I'm talking about. Because there's again, just like doing okay, hold on one second. You don't get like this, by it's like you said, what's going on the inside. Let's go back to the fast twitch and the slow twitch muscles. They wouldn't be sitting up here on deck. Okay. Fast twitch muscles, nor the slow twitch muscles. If what's going on, what you see on the outside is a reflection of what's going on on the what?
Inside, in the mind.
More than one aspect.
Right.
So the same thing with this lemon. What you see on the outside is going to be more beneficial to you on the inside, because let me tell you something about it. Even though this lemon is acidious, which you don't want your body to be, it transfers and transposes into an alkaline when it hits your body. Only when it enters your body. And just like I know about the other thing, if I don't know about stuff, I'm not going to tell you. If I don't know about it, I'll tell you. Hey, I'm sorry, I don't know about this, but let me find it. But I'm telling you. Okay. I'm not some young 15, 20-year-old running around here. I'm not going to expose my age, but I'm not 15 or 20. I've been here on this earth for a little time. Okay. Maybe not as long as other people, but I've been here a little while, and I studied. And I know, and I use myself, I don't want to say I use myself as a guinea pig, because I don't, that's... Right. That might tell me something else. As an example. As an example. Thank you, dog.
Yes,
there you go. Peace to you. And I know everybody's body and everybody's psyche and everything is different. But the bottom line is, what I'm trying to tell you, when I tell people, when I speak, if I'm just speaking to myself, a person in general, like I said last week, if it's somebody that I'm training or whatever, I find out if they, their medical background as much as possible. So I want to make sure I can see, if they have any limitations or whatever case might be or whatever. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. Now, once I do that, then that's fine. But that's on an individual basis. What I'm trying to tell you works across the board. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Right. What I'm trying to tell you works in general. No matter who you are. You can, I'm type A blood. Well, it works for you too.
Right.
I'm type B blood. Well, it works for you too. Because no matter what type blood type you're in, this is still mucus. It don't give a flying flip.
Right.
Now let me explain something to you about your mucus. May I say something about the immune system real quick?
You may.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Highness. Basically, your immune system is not even really made up. It's not even constructed in your lower intestines. It's not what it quote unquote is supposed to be. I'm just trying to tell you about your physicality of your body, how it works. And because I know more than just the physical outside, the exterior. I know about the interior. I can tell you about just about all the parts of the body.
Okay.
And I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible without using medical terms or whatever case. But anyway, your immune system is not even constructed in your lower intestine. It's constructed in your thyroid. One of your main organs that helps transpose your immune system is your spleen, which is located right here behind your breastplate. I know the body. I'm just trying to tell you. Come on now, someone. Y'all scared to call in? Just ask the question and let me know. And if I can answer it, I answer.
Well, let me give a number again, real quick. 770-906-5271. 770-906-5271. If you want to ask G a question, come on with it. 770-906-5271. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, okay. Now with your immune system, what I'm trying to say, then it sends molecules down into your lower intestine. That's where it's constructed at. Now there are particles in your lower intestines that but guess what? The reason the immune system can be delicate so much is because guess what? It's oxygen deprived. Wait a minute, come a little closer.
Okay.
It's oxygen deprived. Don't tell them I told you.
Okay.
But it's oxygen. Thank you. It's oxygen deprived. That's why. There's low oxygen in there.
Right.
You know, I can tell you about the bowel system and all that, but I ain't gonna get into all that. But the reason I was telling you that is because that also, if your immune system is off, then you definitely ain't doing nothing.
Okay.
And dang, I wish I ate them grapes. I was trying to show you. I don't know if you ever seen a bundle of grapes, but a bundle of grapes, you have situated all around in your lungs. I don't want to get too deep into it. I'm gonna let that go. But the reason I'm trying to tell you is that if you want to call in, because I can tell you how the body's constructed, male or female. This is for the males. I can tell you how the body's constructed. I can tell you what's going on. Seek ye the knowledge while the knowledge is there.
Okay.
Because after a while, you're going to be messed up in your underwear. Come on now. That's what I'm trying to say. I
came with you, G. Is there a way that people...
I'm just trying to tell them like a TI is.
I hear you.
I'm here.
Is there a way that people can reach you directly if they want to get more information?
Basically, the best way right now is through my email, which I'll give it again, is Gary, not R, but R-Y, Gary, GEE23 @gmail.com. Again, that's GARY GEE, the number 23 @gmail.com.
Okay.
I'll put it on your thing, on your page and stuff like that. But I mean, basically, this is not information that I have absolutely just came about or haven't researched or just incorporated. These are things that I live by and that I know. Where you go? Oh, there you
I'm
go.
right here. I'm sorry, moving around.
Yeah, no, that's okay. These are things that I know to work and how the body operates. Because see, if you don't, it's just like going into a gym. If you don't know how a certain machine functions,
Stop messing with stuff.
then you ain't gonna know what to do with it. Am I right or wrong?
That is correct.
Okay, same thing with your body. If you don't know what's going on with it, then hello,
okay,
somebody. If you don't know what's going on with your body, then you ain't gonna know how it operates.
Exactly.
Just like because I'm gonna get a little. I'm gonna get a little vulgar right now. It's just like a woman. You don't ask a dude what a woman like. You ask a woman.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You don't ask nobody else what's going on with your body. You ask yourself, hey, well, I need to know what's, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
Find out.
Right.
If there's something that I know that I eat that doesn't agree with me, guess what? I don't need to eat that again.
Exactly.
If there's something that I drink that doesn't agree with me, I don't need, guess what? I don't need to drink that again. Absolutely. If there's something that I'm doing to my body that's like you said, making me DOA or DEAD,
okay,
then I don't need to do that.
Absolutely.
That's where your discipline comes in effect.
Absolutely.
And that don't mean that, that don't mean you can't enjoy yourself. That doesn't mean that at all.
Right.
But what's going on right now in society, you need to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And I'm just trying to tell you, and I'm just bringing up 2 points. One about the immune system, one about the mucus, because this is what they're attacking.
Right.
And basically, you're attacking yourself by not taking care of yourself.
Right.
You're committing mental and emotional suicide
by
not trying to take care of yourself.
Hello, somebody. Indeed.
Because if you take care of yourself, like you say, to our own self be true, time is pain.
Right.
If you love yourself, then you're going to do the things that's going to incorporate and help you to take care of yourself.
Right. But to love thyself, you must first know thyself.
That they got going on out here.
Right. To love thyself is to know thyself.
Huh?
I said to love thyself, you must first know thyself.
There you go. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Everything.
That's why I learned about what's going on with me, the physical body, yada, yada, yada. And then I was able to share it with other people. Say, well, they tell me, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I say, well, this, yada, yada, try this or try that, yada, yada. Give you an example. I know what I'm glad I'm on here. Let me share this with you. Do you know, okay, let's just say I got a lemon cake. Mm-hmm. I got a lemon pound cake. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's just hot, fresh out the oven. Mm-hmm. Whatever the case might be, right? I could eat a piece today, right? Mm-hmm. Turn around on the next thing, maybe eat another piece. It's the best cake I ever tasted, probably. On Monday, that is. Right. Tuesday, it tastes a little bit different. Wednesday, it tastes a little bit just different. Right. Same cake now. Right. Same ingredients. Right. The cake ain't changed. You know what changed? Me. Because see, on Monday I was feeling good. Yes, Lynn. Tuesday, you understand what I'm saying? I went through a little something. Right. Not necessarily bad, but I went through that thing. By Wednesday, things have changed, so the cake's still the same. Exactly. I'm not. Maybe. In other words, what I'm trying to say, from the 1 to 3 days, your psyche changes. From 3 to 5 days, your biological body changes. What I mean by this, your mental changes. From 5 to 7 days, your skeletal body changes. You get a new skeletal body. Did you know that? I don't think you knew. That's how deep I go, baby. Come on. And that's why that cake that tasted great on Monday tastes different on Wednesday. Right. You see what I'm saying? By Friday, you don't even want no more. Because you what? That part. Huh? That part, absolutely. That's why they say it takes 21 days to create a new habit. It takes 21 days to create a new habit because your mind and your body have to go through that process. They got to meet up at a certain point and agree, we ain't doing this shit no more, or we going to start doing this. Yeah, absolutely. Let me read these comments real quick. Judah Ali says, so basically that mucus is like a systemic pneumonia to the whole body. I finally get it. Absolutely. And like, even though we have mucus membranes in our body, the point of the mucus membrane is not to hold on to the mucus, but to allow things to flow through the body like they need to. When the body gets, when these membranes get packed with whatever they're supposed to allow to go through, when they get packed, it does not allow the body to process and release, let go of the toxins that are trying to pass through your body and get out. It does not allow for your blood to even circulate the way that it needs to in order to get out. It doesn't allow for the your lymphatic system to work properly in order to get the waste out of your system. It doesn't allow for these things to happen. So when you are experiencing an overgrowth of pneumonia, an overgrowth of mucus, you will start to experience certain things in your body. Like if your skin starts to break out, or you're experiencing a lot of inflammation,
you're gaining weight, and you can't get rid of it, and you think you eating properly, whatever it is because your body has too much mucus in it, and it cannot process what it needs to process. It can't hold on to just the nutrients of what it's getting. It's taking in everything. It's holding on to every damn thing. So you want to make sure that you allow your body to function in the way that it was created. We're not created to be obese. We're not created to be sick. We're not created to necessarily even die in a physical. Okay, and I don't want to get too deep in that. But we are not taking care of ourselves the way that we need to take care of ourselves. Period. We need to go back to the way we used to be. We need to remember who we are, who we were. We need to get back to that space emotionally and spiritually so that we can take care of our physical in the same aspect. So I didn't want to take over what you were saying, G. I just wanted to add that.
No, you're exactly right, and I'm glad you did. You're exactly right. And when it like you said, let me explain something to people, like you said about the lymph node. And I'm glad you mentioned that. There are your whole nasal cavity right here is basically the center of control to your body. Again, the mucus. Guess what it has in it? One of the words that you just mentioned, inflammation.
Yeah.
It's a housing for inflammation. It's a housing for swelling. It's a housing because, like you say, when it's sick, right, that water's still in there. Look at it. See that?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even really want to move. It's soft. Guess what's in that cotton? That cotton represents the mucus. Guess what's in that cotton? Bacteria.
Right.
Viral particles, all that.
Okay.
So all that stuff that, and like you said, it's sitting there just in a sense, it's conjugating in your veins, it's conjugating in your in your arteries, and it's just sitting there, and like you said, it's just backtracking up in your body, and that's what causes all the curse words to come out and everything else because you're not feeling good.
Okay.
Next thing you know, you're sitting there because it's inflamed.
Right.
But you keep that loose mucus. There's two kinds of mucus. The hard mucus, which is fine because it fights off bacteria, but the loose is, like you said, excessive mucus.
Right.
Let me just show you how deep it goes with me. You have two methods in which your blood transposes through your body. You have your superior sava, which is the upper, and you have your inferior sava. And I'm going to explain that to you real quick what it means. What it means is the two main arteries in your body. One that takes oxygen to your blood, to your torso, to your brain, your cranium, and the other one, the inferior, takes the blood down to your lower extremities.
Right.
Such as your bicep, your bicep, tricep, which is the calves and legs and toes and everything. Let me say something. Now, Kim, you tell me, be honest with me, if you knew this. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know where the biggest pores on your body are?
I would say in your skin, of course.
Yeah, that's your biggest. Yeah, that's your biggest organ. That's your
right.
biggest
So you
organ,
tell
right?
me. Tell me.
I said your biggest pores.
You tell me.
Huh?
No, I would say no. You tell me.
No, that's fine, and that's fine. But you're right. The biggest organ on your body is your skin. You're exactly right. But the biggest pores on your body are in your feet.
Okay.
And reason, you've ever seen, and I know, I don't, but you being from where you're from, you probably heard this term back in the day when they say, he got the sugar. She got the sugar.
Yeah.
And it goes down to your what?
Down to your feet. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And because your feet, you got little membranes in there.
Right.
At the back of your heel is where your tusi, which is your longest part of your nerve, that stands from the base of your neck. So what I'm trying to say is, if your feet are hurting, you in some trouble.
Okay.
You need to address that.
Right.
Or undress it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Proper shoes. Get your feet, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Watch the sugar intake. All that, because it's an indication that there's something, again, like you said, that's off, that's transposing with more so with the sugar offset in your body, or something is going on.
Right.
Because those are your biggest pores. So anyway, since they have the biggest pores in your body, that means your peds, which is French for feet, are going to be more susceptible to letting you an indication. It's gonna be a big indication of letting you know what's going on in your body, more so than I ain't gonna say any other part of your body, but more so than any other thing. Oh, my feet hurt. Why is her ankle swollen? Because why is this and that? I've seen it, and I've seen someone like that who unfortunately I don't know exactly what was going on. I'm not gonna say, or whatever the case might be, but I know the ankle started swelling up, and I was like, man, in my mind. And one of my colleagues who he was in the medical field, but he was more of a dental expert. But we were talking about it. I said, man, did you see that? I said, yeah, feet so much. It's something else that's going on in the body. Like you say, it could be something going on in the body where there's something preventing it from that, again, the blood flow.
Yep, there's a blockage.
There's a blockage. Exactly. So if I run, if I can jog, if I can do anything, get that blood flowing through there, guess what it's gonna do to all those particles that could be in my vein or could be in my arteries, blocking it up. I'm pushing it out because it can't. You understand? I'm flushing his blood through.
Right.
You know, because I said the only thing that I know that God made that stood still, then He cursed that was the fig tree.
Okay.
Because it wasn't producing. It wasn't producing like the other was just laying there dormant. So you ain't no good. Goodbye.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You got to produce.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, the minute you was born, the minute you was meant to be active, doing something.
Absolutely.
Okay, moving your arms around, do something.
Right.
Other than.
Right.
And the next thing you know, you're in a fetal position.
Right.
You know, and then now you can't move.
Absolutely.
And it's a shame. I know. You know. I know that. You know. Oh, it's too late. I know the young lady, like I said last week, that didn't really get really active in the gym until she was like in her 40s.
Yeah.
I just saw her today in the gym.
Okay.
She's 70. She's 70. So I put it that way.
Okay. That's what's up.
You know, and she come in there and she be making videos and all that other stuff and of herself doing a little workout, doing a little training, and she's doing a little hardcore training because she's training up a little hardcore guy. But that's kind of where she kind of started at. But see, you always gonna go back to what got you there. See,
right.
She's doing a hardcore training now in her 70s when she first started, initially in her 40s.
Right.
So you're gonna return home.
Absolutely.
See, you know,
I know I'm on my way back home, honey. I'm on my way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. No. You came from dust. You're going to go back to dust.
Right.
On the physical aspect.
Right.
You came from, dang, man, you came from dust.
Right.
You know, you're going to go back to dust. Now, in between that time, does that mean you got to play in the dirt?
Okay.
You know. In between yourself out, do something.
Right.
Do something to, you know what I'm saying? Dang.
Indeed.
Do something to, you know, the men, you don't just take a shower because you ain't, you know, before you take a shower, you ain't done nothing all day. Run in place 2-3 minutes.
Right.
It ain't a long time. Yeah, it will be if you do it. Run and jog in place.
Right.
Do something, get that blood circulating. See if that don't make you feel better. See if that psychologically don't make it. You know, you're like, oh, I can do 3 minutes. Next time, do 4.
Right.
Next time, we're moving on up. It's a mentality.
Absolutely.
It's, you know, that goes along with that. In other words, I'm trying to say, like you say, people say 21 days and this and that, like you say, and okay, that's all well and good, but then just get past 21 minutes,
right.
21 seconds.
Right.
You know, get up and do something.
Right.
You can't spend all your day trying to get, you know, just
okay.
Do something.
Indeed. Lynn John, she just typed in that the body is a temple. Absolutely. But some people sadly treat the body like a temple of doom. So that's the part that's got to get corrected. That part got to get corrected. And she also made note that she has a couple artists that are in ATL that need to get toned up. So I want to connect you with her. You might be able to help some of her artists get back into their physical shape. So I'm going to connect you with her later on.
Okay, no problem. Okay. No problem.
So I want to wrap up also. So what would be your final or your best words or whatever advice, whatever you want to say, particularly to the men as far as their physical health is concerned, and then you can say something overall to the people that are listening and that will be watching as far as health is concerned in general.
Okay, basically, to the men, I would say, listen, you got Popeyes, you got KFC, you understand? You got Miss Winters. Out of those 3, You can go to Popeyes, you can go KFC, or you can be a winner. That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Because see, the bottom line is, if you go to churches, you ain't ready for that because they on steroids. But I'm just saying, when you can see a piece of chicken from the window from the highway, you know something wrong with it.
I cannot. I can't with you. I can't. Nope. I cannot.
I'd rather see a piece of chicken from the highway.
I
than
can't.
not see none at all.
I can't with you, G. I can't. I'm done. He said, see it from the highway.
From the highway than not see none at all. What I'm trying to say is, at least they doing something.
I can't.
They might not be the right thing, but
I can't. No. Absolutely not.
Now, overall.
Oh, my goodness. No.
Okay, just hang in there. Hold on now to your seatbelt. Now, for overall, I would just like to tell people, I mean, listen, I was here tonight. Kim blessed me to be on her show to really just try to share some information with you overall. But I want you to know that I was here. It was my pleasure to be here. I have no problem about sharing whatever I can do or whatever I can say to help you. But you gotta remember one thing. I can tell you all day. I can show you the way. But the bottom line is, until you do it for yourself, ain't nothing I can say.
Right.
It's gonna make a hell of a big difference.
Absolutely.
Love thyself.
Absolutely.
And when you love yourself, you're gonna do what those things that's gonna incorporate and make you want to be better for yourself. Not nobody else, not this and that. Because when you do better, when you feel better, everything else around you is going to be better. Because it's only big. Things only get big and they seem grandiose. It's all about how you look at it.
Right.
And when you take care of yourself, those things, just like they say, Black Lives Matter, this and that matter. The bigger things in life, when you take care of yourself, especially when you, let me just say this real quick. When you training or whatever, those things that I thought was big turn out to be not so grandiose.
Right.
In other words. So it goes back to Popeyes, KFC, or Miss Wonders. Which one you want to be? You want to be a winner, or you want to just be a chicken dump? I'm out.
I can't with you. I can't. Okay, so anyway, thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're wrapping this up again. For you all that are here, been here, and will continue to show up. I appreciate you always. If you have not already, did you find out what shirt your cousin wanted? Find that out for me.
Oh yeah, no, not the white one, not the white shirt, but any other color.
Was it like this?
Let me see.
That's the I am the solution. Was it the shirt that looks like that?
I'm probably gonna have to ask her again.
Okay.
But okay. I know she said that a shirt, a t-shirt, a shirt or something like that.
Okay.
But it could be either one. But I tell you what, I'll get with you and then we'll I'll take it from there.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, so again, I thank you all for being here, for showing up the way you do all the time. You are most appreciated. Again, if you do want to get your hoodie or shirt, the I Am the Solution on Purpose with Purpose hoodie or shirt, they are available on my website, myomywellness.com. That's MYOMYwellness.com, or you could inbox me, call me directly, and Cash App, whatever you want to do. Those are available. Also, the shirt that I have on right now, the My Life Matters, and on the back it says On Purpose with Purpose. I have these available as well. They're available in different colors. Also in different, I think I have up to 4X perhaps. But just let me know. Those are $12. I can tell you that right off. The t-shirts are $12. The hoodies are not. Okay. And the shirts that say I Am the Solution, they're not $12. Okay. They're higher than that. But just reach out to me if it's something that you're interested in. The statement is the movement. So let's make it work. All right, y'all. I appreciate you all for being here. G, I appreciate you, loved one, for coming back, giving the information that you have. I'm glad people got a chance to actually see you, to see the man behind the voice and all that. I will definitely connect you with Lynn John. There you go. Show them guns and the bullets in them. I will definitely connect you. Big Herm, I saw you when you showed up, loved one. So I appreciate you for being here. Make sure I recognize everybody that's here that came in. Yeah, I saw MBJ. Herm, Big Pimpin'. I saw you, beloved. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you as well. Yep, I got everybody. And I saw Marvin. I saw your comments of the dead human flesh, etc. at McDonald's, and then he was saying that the alveoli is what you were responding, or what you were talking about when you were talking about the bundle of grapes. That's what it's actually called in the body. Okay. So that's it for tonight. But again, make sure that you all tune in on Thursday night from 8 to 10 when we are on the move, unscripted, on purpose, with the girls, with the ladies, the round table talk. Okay. And so what else we got going on? What else got going on? My Earth Day Saturday. My Earth Day is Saturday. So if you all want to participate and send me that shot, I'm gonna post that up too. So most high's willing, I will still be here to recognize it. Just be grateful that I am. So that's it so far. But y'all be back here. Okay, be back here on Thursday from 8 to 10 when we are live, on the move, unscripted, on purpose. And until I see you again, that's how I love you. On purpose, with purpose. I'll see you then. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. I'll be right with y'all. All right, loved ones. Same to you. I appreciate you all for being here. You all got the information. If you are interested in purchasing your I Am the Solution on purpose, with purpose hoodie or shirts, those are available on my website at myomywellness.com. I will just type that information in for you. Or you can purchase them right out. Hold on one second. You can purchase them directly through me. You know how to reach me. Okay, but again, I definitely appreciate your support. These shirts are also available for sale too. So I appreciate your support. Appreciate you all for being here. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week on same platform right here, 9 o'clock on time. Okay, it's your girl, Queen Goddess, King Advocate. Love you on purpose, with purpose. Peace.